Yahshua to the brothers, Yahweh Shai to the sisters. This is the I.S.U.P.K Atlanta Sabbath Day class. All right? And come on up and take your registry, warrior. Take me.
Mawasar, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yasharla.
Mawasar, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yasharla.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatha.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatha. First, Shalak, get back down, warrior. We messed up. Get back down, Shalak. You put that blow that horn first. All right, now state your registry.
Mawasar, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yasharla.
Mawasar, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yasharla.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatha.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatha. Hold again.
La Yasharla.
Blow the horn again. All right. Amaju, which means to stand. Lapon Hakadon, which means face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
All right, Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Lakuka.
Sabbath.
Ratazaka. Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
Baratiza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim.
Lakan.
Kav.
Yuwan.
Wavna.
Kasalakina.
Kasalakina.
Kawakina. Balad. Kabiyana. Manasa Yuwan. Abo. Awashana. Mayan. Rab. Kaya. Lakab. Amalakwa. Wahala. Ataparda. Lawalamyam. Aman.
All right. This is Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Babakashah.
Lathanana. Hakah. La'fa'ad. Ka'makala. Maka'amarawa. Latahar. Hamatazari. Hakah. Lahakwi. Hamathi. Hakah. Arakawa. Latamaala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
All right. This is a prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ad. Ayanya. Ahariya. Mahayan. Yaba'ad. Isariya. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'arataza.
Ayatan.
Lamawat.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
The posh.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dam Yalaka. Al-Takarash. Wa Al-Tashakwa. Al-Kayahanas. Al-Yahanna. Yahanna Yuwan. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Ya'ariyamwa. Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatah.
Wayatah.
Ya'ataizawa.
Ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Atazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakina.
Wanakakina.
Magawiyah.
Magawiyah.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashala.
Sham Yashala.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'atazawa.
Nawa'atazawa.
Labah.
Labah.
Lakadwa.
Lakad.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Bariyah.
Bariyah.
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafwa.
Ahaya.
Ahaya.
Alawar.
Alawar.
Wayashama.
Wayashama.
Alayan.
Alayan.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Ma'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am Yashabya.
Am Yashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawat.
Nalawat.
Aman.
Aman.
Hayawat.
Halawat.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanyalawat.
Labanyalawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Aishalahan.
Aishalahan.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Sarah.
Kayadyan.
Kayadyan.
Banakar.
Banakar.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan Dara.
Ba'ayan Dara.
Hayawat.
Hayawat.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adaman.
La'adaman.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayatmawa.
Nadayatmawa.
Kairab.
Kairab.
Wakazaaba.
Wakazaaba.
Wakazabat.
Wakazabat.
Wakatazab.
Wakatazab.
Manai.
Manai.
Kaunasa Sakamwa.
Kaunasa Sakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwad.
Amarwad.
Nayarashad.
Nayarashad.
Lanawad.
Lanawad.
Nawad.
Nawad.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayat.
Alahayat.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagila.
Kagagila.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rabaka.
Panyarabaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabaira Yaira.
Dabaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat. Harayam. Khan. Dawadatma.
Dawadatma.
Basairaka. Wabasad. Wapapka. Dabahalam. Mala'ad. Panyaham. Kualawan. Wayapakwashwa. Shamkad. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Wayabahawa. Aya'ad. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayada'aywa. Kaya'ata. Shamkad. Yahawah. Labatka. Al-Yawan. Al-Kaharatzah.
All right. This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Are lifted up the head.
And lifted up the head. said.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
For being a nation.
From being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together.
With one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarine.
And the Hagarine.
Gebal.
Gebal.
And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also joined with them.
Asher also joined with them.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
Unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sarah.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
As the brook of Kison.
As the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
And they became as dung for the earth.
Make their numbers like a reb.
Make their numbers like a reb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As the Bah.
As the Bah.
And as the Munah.
As Munah.
Who said.
Who said.
Let's take to ourselves.
Let's take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh.
The house of Yahweh.
It's like in possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
Stubble before the wind.
As the fire burn every wood.
As the fire burn every wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They might seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Or the Most High.
Or the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
All right. Sar, which means turn. Yeshabim, which means to be seated. Okay. Mawasah. Think you read in Hebrew? All right. I'll read the first 7 then. All right. Give me 1 minute. We starting from Numbers, chapter 19 and verse 1. All right. At the end of class, every Saturday service, we write down what we left off at. And last week we left off at Numbers 19 and 1. And I'm going to start off in the Hebrew, the first 7 verses. Okay? Numbers chapter 19, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashal, Wa'al, Aharan, La Amar. Verse 2. Za'af, the Quak. Ha, the war. Aishar, Tazawa, Yahweh, La Amar, the Bar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya Kukawa, Alayak, Parah, Adama, Thamayam, Tamayama, Aishar, Ayan, Ba, Mawam, Aishar, La'a, Ayla, Aliyah, Ayl, verse 3. Wa Naftam, Atha, Al, Ala, Aizar, Hakahan, Wa Hawataza Ya'a, Atha, Al, Ma Kawataza, Ma Kawataza, La Makna, Wash Kat, Atha, La Panyawa, verse 4. Wala Kwak, Ala Aizar, Hakahan, Madama, Ba Atazaba'ai, Slaki, Ba Atazaba'ai Wa Hazah, Ao, Nakaka, Panya, Aho, Mawa'ai, Ma Dama, Shabai, Pa Aimanyam, verse 5. Washarak, Af, Ha Parah, La Ayan Yuwa, Af, Ira, Wa'af, Bashara, Wa'af, Dama, Al, Para'ai, Yasharak, verse 6. Walakwak, Hakahan, Aitazah, Razah, Wa Azawa, Wa Shinya, Tha Wala'ai, Wa Hash Layak, Al Ha Wa Tha-wak. Shurapath. Ha-parah. Last verse, verse 7. Wa-kabas. Ba-gadyawa. Ha-kahan. Wa-rakatataza. Ba-sharwa. Ba-mayam. Wa-akar. Ya-bawa'a. Aw. Ha-makna. Wa-tama'a. Ha-kahan. Ay. Ha-ara. All right, we're going to start with verse 1 in the English. Go ahead, Warren.
Numbers 19:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying.
Stop. How did Moses communicate with the people? Right here it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying. I know you know. The Posh. How did Moses speak to the people?
I did Moses speak to the people, to the Most High? Or
To the people.
I spoke to the people.
I'm gonna give you a hint. This right here is like kind of it's similar to it basically is how it represented or how Moses did it. It was in ranking order.
Oh, he spoke to Most High? That written order?
Think about it real hard. How did Moses speak to the people? The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. But how did Moses speak to the people?
Oh, he told Aaron to do it because he was bad at speaking. He had like a speaking affliction.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
but
so he got Aaron to do it.
yeah, but the Lord told Moses and Moses told Aaron.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, ranking order. But it was because Moses had a speech problem. Okay, but guess what? If Moses would have had faith, he could have spoke to the people without Aaron. It was Moses' lack of faith that he didn't speak to the people, that he needed Aaron. All right, read. Hey, just like Moses, this is how Moses split the Red Sea. This is how he communicated with the Lord and did everything. The Lord could have helped him out speaking. I mean, you gotta have faith, man. Read.
Verse 2.
And also, my bad, I keep stopping. Just like with our people, right? They think, know what I mean, we can't beat the white man. Know what I mean, and the white man got a mighty army, mighty military, man. But our warfare is not physical, it's spiritual, man. If we come together and start loving one another, man, the Lord will come and fight the white man for us, man. We got the greatest army on earth. Our God is a man of war, man. Know what I mean? He was sending 200 million angels down here with Christ to defeat America, man. All we got to do is have faith. All right? That's all we got to do. But the problem is, we don't have faith in our God. Know what I mean? When black people learn that they do have a God and their God is a living God, man, guess what? America would be done. America would be through, man.
That's right.
But we got to realize that we have the living God. Everybody else's God is fake. Know why their God is fake? Because we are the gods of these nations, man. We the power of these nations. They supposed to serve us, man. They supposed to look to us for guidance. But instead they look to Allah, they look to Buddha, and that's why the earth is out of order, because we supposed to take those gods and let them know that your God is fake and throw it on the ground. Your God don't exist. I'm your God. Because our God is a living God. We serve God, and the only way you can serve God is serve us. Don't the Bible say that you are the gods of the earth? But you must die like mortals. You must. The reason why I say that because we man, we die, but we still the power and the authority. God means power. We are the power, man. God gave us authority. Buddha ain't got no damn power. Allah ain't got no power. If he did, he would have saved his servants jumping for that plane. But he could have saved them, huh? They were just jumping. I'm gonna keep saying it too. What was Allah when they were jumping from the airplane? Running from the Taliban, huh? Allah wasn't with you that day. But we are the living gods, man. It's in the Bible. It tells us to throw down their images, to tear down their altars. Because their altars and their gods ain't real, man. They're idols. Our God is the living God. Our God is the one that created everything, man. And we got to let the world know that, man. You know what I mean? You know?
Like if I could.
Go ahead, Warren.
You know something about our God, our God gives us power to rule, right? They got to give him power. Y'all notice that? That's what I think even scriptures say that. You give these idols the power. They have no power. You give them all the reverence. See what I'm saying? But our God, he gives us our own power. He wants us to rule. That's how you know our God is living and theirs ain't.
Right.
What's this, sir?
Okay. All right. And our God he's not gonna be giving up his service while you serving another God, man. Why? You sitting there serving a white Jesus and your God is a nigga. Why would he help you? He'll help you when you wake the hell up. I mean, you know. But if he do help you, all you're gonna do is keep serving that white Jesus. But read.
Go ahead. This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord hath commanded, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring thee a red heifer, without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke.
Bring me the best cow you got, man. Don't bring me no used cow. Bring me a cow that you didn't use already, that you ain't been milking or using it for other things. Bring me a cow that's fresh. Bring me the best. I'm the Lord. He deserves the best. All right? Read on.
And ye shall give her unto Eleazar, the priest. Eleazar.
Okay, I went over this before about Eleazar. Okay, who knows what Eleazar mean in English? Who else had the name of Eleazar?
Like you said, Elijah?
No. I know. That's all y'all know.
Me?
Yeah.
That's the same price.
You don't know?
That's the same price.
Who did Christ raise from the dead?
Yeah,
That's right. That's Locke, yes, sir.
Lazarus. Lazarus' name is Eleazar as well. Alright? Just like Joshua and Christ has the same name, if you don't know that. Joshua, which led the children of Israel into the land of the Canaanites and brought them to the promised land, he has the same name as Christ. Alright? Yahushua. Read on.
Okay. That he may bring her forth without the camp, and one shall slay her before his face. And Eleazar the priest shall take of her blood with his finger and sprinkle of her blood directly before the tabernacle of the congregation 7 times. Verse 5. And one shall burn the heifer in his sight, her skin and her flesh and her blood. With her dung shall he burn. And the priest shall take seed.
Not again. Don't worry about it. Just, working on it. All right. Read.
And the priest shall take cedar wood and hyssop and scarlet and cast it into the midst of the burning of the heifer. Verse 7. Then the priest shall wash his clothes, and he shall bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean.
He should bathe his flesh. Just know taking a bath come from us. Just know that. These nations ain't know nothing about washing their funky behind. If it wasn't for us, we taught these nations how to take a bath, man. Before that, they wasn't taking no bath. They was just going around smelling stink, man. Hey, some of them still do it.
Especially Esau.
Go ahead.
Them Arabs, they didn't start bathing themselves until Muhammad. He started when he, you know what Muhammad did. He basically took the Bible and made his own version of it called the Quran. They didn't bathe until then. He started he seen how we kept ourselves clean and how we did ourselves. He seen how we were unified, and he said, "I want that for the Arab nation." He said it too. That's the crazy part. It's on record him saying that. He like did not do it, did not unite the Arab countries, because that was his whole plan. It had nothing to do with trying to do something about God. He just seen the Israelites was unified and how he ruled. He wanted that for the Arabs.
Right.
And if we keep our laws, like, you know what I mean, and do them today, the other nations will stop doing what they doing, because we would be successful. We would be having a lot of things in possession, you know what I mean, and then we'll be growing. We'll be a shining light to these nations, man. But they're not gonna respect us as long as we keep on serving them and looking towards them. When you follow Allah, you are following the Arab. When you in that Christian church, you are following the white man. But when you follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of God, you following your nation. Now, I mean, this is your identity. Being a Christian, being a Muslim is not your identity, man. Right. Being an Egyptologist is not your identity. Your identity is this Bible. They got power wells on it, and you don't read it. Someone used to read the Bible back in the day. I know for sure me, I used to read it and go to sleep. I didn't know what I was reading. I just fall right asleep in the Bible. Boom. I don't understand this book, because you think this book is a white man book. You think this book ain't got nothing to do with you. You think Christ is an olive color. That's what they tell you. He can't be black. He was an olive color. He can be any other color but black. You know what I mean? They don't teach you the truth. All right? They hide it from you. So they make this book not important. All right? They make it a book of fairy tales. That's why I went to sleep, because I thought everything was in this Bible was a fairy tale. This cannot be real. You know what I mean? Little white angels and Christ ain't have no father. Yeah, that's not real. And guess what? That's not in the Bible. All right, read.
So I can say they also say he has no color.
Oh man. Oh man. And then when you prove him wrong and say he does have color, he's Middle Eastern. He's olive. When you show the white man he got a color, the white man say, well, he's olive. He ain't black. He ain't you.
Right.
I refuse to serve you. That's what it's all about. But read.
Okay. And he shall bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean until the even.
The priest shall be unclean to the even. For people that don't know what that's talking about, that means you should be unclean until the sun goes down. Then you'll be back clean. All right, read.
Oh, that was verse 7. So that was
verse 7. All right.
Okay.
Let's continue. You want to read 7? Yahanna, you want to come up and read?
Sure, yes.
Okay, let's call him up then. Say your register. Oh, Slacky. It's still at work. Yahanna, Bar Loya, Shalom. Yahweh SHALAM. All right, get y'all water. Shabi, which is to be seated. You want to read that tonight on the phone? All right, you're going to start with verse 8.
Sir.
She on the phone?
Sure, I'll use your phone. I left my
All right, verse 8.
Come. Waha Sharak. Waha Sharak
Yabakam or Yabakas, Yabakasai.
Where you at? But God you were. But God you were.
Pagad Yawa,
But God you were.
Pagad Yawa. Babayam,
Bamayam.
Bamayam. War,
Bamayam means in the water. But read.
come. Waratataza,
War.
Warakataza.
That's right.
Warashawawa,
Mm-hmm.
Bamayam.
Mm-hmm.
Wapama,
Tama'a.
Watama'a. Ira,
Aye.
Aid. Ha'irab, Ha'irab. Verse 9. Wa'amak,
Wa'asap.
Wa'asap. Arash,
Ayash.
Ayash. Tahawar,
That's right. Tahawar.
Af, Apar, Papara,
Turn the AC real quick. Yahanna.
Wahakayaf, Wakahayak, Makawataza, Lama Hakaba, Lama Kaba, Lama Kwayam, Tahawar, Wahayafa, Wahayata.
You get?
Bottom 9. La'ira'af, La'ira'af,
You like Adaf.
La'idaf,
Mm-hmm.
Bak,
Where you at?
Bakya,
It's Banya.
Banya,
Banya the children.
Banya, Yasharala,
Mm-hmm. Israel. Yashala. Israel. Go ahead.
Khan, Lamasham Raf, Lamasham Raf, Lamya, Lamaya,
Keep reading. Mama Sa. Give me Luke
No,
chapter
Rock.
4 verse 16.
Final call.
Luke 4 and 16.
Nadaya, Nada,
Uh-huh.
Kata'af,
Uh-huh.
Hara, Hawa'a.
Y'all give him a hand. I remember 2 weeks ago, he can't read none of it. Now he reading, you know what I mean?
Sure.
All right, Warrior. Hey, read Luke 4:16, Warrior. Luke chapter 4, verse 16. If you got it yet. I'm going to show y'all a scripture to show y'all the reason why we read this Hebrew on the Sabbath day. I mean, it's very important. Very, very important. Go ahead, Warrior.
Luke 4:16. And he came to Nazareth.
It still don't sound? Or it sound now?
It should be sound now.
Okay. Why? Go ahead. Read again, Warrior.
Luke 4:16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up.
This is Christ going to Nazareth. Read.
And as his custom was.
His custom. What is custom? Your culture. The things that your people do.
Right.
Read.
He went into the synagogue of the Sabbath day.
This all right. This where we at right now would be considered the synagogue of the Sabbath day. All right, read.
And stood up for to read.
And stood up for to read. So what did he do? What did he do, Mama Sa? Show me what he did when he stood up to read. He stood up to come and read. What did he do?
He stood up to read the law, sir.
How did he do it? How did he do it?
He was reading Hebrew, sir.
But how did he do it? How did you stand up to read? You do it every Sabbath day. You just did it. What 30 minutes ago? I say about 20 minutes ago. State your registry.
State your registry, sir.
Yeah. Do it. Go ahead and do it now. State your registry. No. Get up and stand up. I mean, this is what Christ did. He got up, stand up, and when he stood up to read, he stayed in his registry. That's what he did. He had to tell the people what tribe you from, and what family you come from, because you had the house of Judah, but what family of Judah you came from. We need to know who you is, because if you was a heathen, we gonna beat you out the temple with your staffs. That's why I get the staff, and he grab his staff. And if you say some crazy name, get out the temple. Know what I mean? We'll beat you out the temple, man. Because you're not an Israelite. That's why you know this Bible ain't for everybody.
Right.
I mean, but you had to come up and read Hebrew. You ain't come up and read no damn, what the Muslims speak. The damn Muslims be speaking, talking about Christ had was speaking that too, Aramaic. Christ didn't speak that crap, man. we spoke Hebrew, man. I mean, and sometimes he had to speak the Latin, because it was under Roman province. But that wasn't our culture, Aramaic, man. The hell with that. We spoke Hebrew, man.
That's right.
However we did, you had to get up and read Hebrew.
It's like something. I think the Aramaic is what they call ancient Hebrew, but they speak Arabic. That's the difference.
No, they call the Hebrew. They say the Hebrew comes from Canaanites too. They call it Phoenician. But is it Phoenician? Phoenician is Canaanite. Another word for Canaanite. If you didn't know that.
Right.
Punic. You ever heard the Punic Wars? That's the Canaanite. That's the name for the Canaanites. They can call white man call everything something, but is it true? That's the devil. Whatever he calls something, better believe you know it's a damn lie.
That's right.
Hebrew is not Phoenician, and it's not Aramaic. That's them trying to take you away from the truth. This is the holy tongue, the Lashawan Kadash, the tongue of the angels, the tongue that Adam spoke. That don't come from no Arab. Don't ever let nobody call your language Aramaic or Phoenician. They saying your language come from another damn nation when you have your own nation, man. It's just like everybody else got their own tongue, we got our tongue, man. Why we gotta share everything with all these damn nations, man?
That's right.
Everything we gotta share it with them. I mean, the hell with that, man. And also, Israel is not in Africa. Don't let nobody tell you Israel is in Africa. Israel is not in damn Africa. It's not in the land of Ham. It's in the land of Jacob. Israel is its own land. And Israel is bigger than that. Israel is way bigger than that, what you see today. You know what I mean? When you see the land of Saudi Arabia, when you see, what else? Give me some more names. Syria. Lebanon. What's called? What's called the L? That city over there.
Lebanon.
Yeah. All that Israel, man.
Liberia.
Huh? All that land them damn Arabs own over there is our land, man. But you know what they did? They
Iraq too, so.
all that they parted our lands, man. Somebody give me Joel 3:1. Somebody give me Joel 3:1, man. When we go back to our land, we taking all that from them heathens, man. Everything that they took from us, we taking back. All right, somebody give me Joel 3:1. He ain't even do none of that. He finna kill. That's how the Lord plead with the nations. He don't sit there and do what them Christians doing. We forgive you. We gonna be friends and all that. No, the Lord gonna take back what's his and what's ours. The Lord gonna kill, man. I mean, he ain't begging. Read.
Come. Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
They did what?
Scattered among the nations and parted my land.
They scattered us, man, and parted our land. How they parted our land? Gave this over here to the damn Arab, and the fake Jewish man got Israel. Got the main spot in Israel. Know what I mean? They parted our stuff, man. They divided it. Just like over here in America, they took all of our businesses and scattered our businesses all over. Know what I mean? Right in our neighborhood. You got the Chinese man over here frying our chicken. We fry chicken, man. That come from us. That's in the Bible. That damn chicken tastes like crap, man. But they fry chicken and they sell it to us like they chicken better, man.
That's right.
What's another business right next door? Our sisters go to them when they braid hair way better than them, man. Why?
Right.
Why? Because this is the curse we up on them, man. This is the curse we on them.
That's right.
All right, let's go back to Leviticus. What was that?
Right?
My bad, Numbers.
Sir.
Numbers, chapter 19, or whatever verse we was at.
In English?
Huh?
In English?
Oh, we were still reading Hebrew? Don't worry about the Hebrew. Let's read it in English.
Okay.
All right. We're getting low on time.
Numbers 19.
Read Numbers
20,
19 and 8.
19. Numbers 19 and 8. And he that burneth her shall wash his clothes in water, and bathe his flesh in water, and shall be unclean until the even.
Read on.
Verse 9. And a man that is clean shall gather up the ashes of the heifer, and lay them up without the camp.
Heifer's a female cow. All right. Read on.
In a clean place, and it shall be kept for the congregation of the children of Israel, for a water of separation. It is a purification for sin. Verse 10. And he that gathereth the ashes of the heifer shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even.
Yeah, we wash our flesh, we wash our clothes. We are some clean people, man. We love to be clean. That's our culture. Read on.
And it shall be unto the children of Israel, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among them, for a statute forever.
Where you at?
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days.
So that means if you go to a funeral, okay, I'm gonna teach y'all this right now. If you inside of a church or whatever, and you go to see your family member, now while you inside of there, you unclean, but you're not unclean for 7 days. You unclean for 1 day. Now, if you touch that body or go near that body, my bad. If you go inside, you're unclean for 7 days. If you outside of the church, you're unclean for 1 day. If you're around somebody that's unclean, that's been around a dead body, you're unclean for 1 day. But if you go inside that building, you're unclean for 7 days. So that means you're unclean for a whole week. But if your wife come home, she went to a funeral, and you touch your wife, you're unclean for 1 day That's until the evening, till the sun goes down. Go ahead.
If the body is not open, does it make a difference? Like if it's a closed casket?
It still don't matter. You go inside that church, you get near that dead body, you is unclean. If you on the ground, if you on the grounds, like you inside, yeah, you unclean for 7 days. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta touch the body, you still unclean for 7 days, so you might well cry and touch the body, cause you unclean for a week. But if you outside the building, 1 day. Alright? Read on.
Verse 12. He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean.
So we used to take these ashes and this what the heifer got burned at and stuff. We used to purify ourselves on the 3rd day, but you're still gonna be unclean on the 7th day. I mean you ain't gonna be unclean until the 7th day, all right? Until a week is up. All right, read on.
And if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean.
So that means if you don't do this order, you don't purify yourself with that offering of the heifer or that sacrifice of the heifer with the ashes. You know what I mean? If you don't do that on the 3rd day, when the 7th day comes, you still gonna be unclean because you didn't clean yourself with that sacrifice that they did with the heifer. All right, but now we don't do sacrifices no more like that. The sacrifice is you. You gotta be the sacrifice. You gotta be obedient. The Lord say obedience is better than sacrifice. He requires your obedience. Right. He done with you burning up goats and stuff like that. He wants you to do away with the joint. Do away with the cigarette. You know what I mean? He wants you to be your best, man. You are the sacrifice, your temple. All right? Your body. That's what I mean by your temple. Read on.
Then the 7th day he shall not be clean.
Go ahead.
13. Whosoever toucheth the dead body of any man and is dead, and purifieth not himself, defileth the tabernacle of the Lord.
That means now today, if you go around a dead body, you can't come here. I mean, until you clean, you can't come here. But if you around a person who was around a dead body, it's just for 1 day. You can come back. But if you was around that dead body inside the building, just take a week off. All right, read on.
And that soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of separation was not sprinkled upon him.
Back then, if you didn't do this water of separation with the heifer sacrifice, but we read about the heifer, which is actually a female cow. When they did this, right, you're supposed to use this sacrifice, right, and cleanse yourself on the 3rd day. But if you didn't do that, and you come to the temple, you get cut off from your people. That means you go in exile. You gotta leave. You gotta leave wherever we at and go about your business. You become a Gentile. So if you ever want to know about when Christ was talking about saving the Gentiles and stuff like that, these are people that basically got exiled, got cast out. But Christ is trying to bring them back into the fold. You know what I mean? These people that got cast out a long time ago. Read.
He shall be unclean. His uncleanness is yet upon him. Verse 14. This is the law. When a man dieth in a tent, all that come into the tent.
What would be a tent today? Give her a hand. That would be a tent today. All right, a house. Read.
All that is in the tent shall be unclean 7 days. 15. And every open vessel which have no covering bound upon it is unclean.
All right. So we're going to start off at Numbers chapter 19, verse 16 next week. The Pashkaya, right down the board.
Numbers 9:16.
19 and 16.
Oh.
All right. With that, imagine these people up here. Talking about them. I gotta give you this cup right here.
La Yasharala, which means to Israel.
All right, crack that scroll for you. Make sure it's neat. All right, you already know what to do. Go down now, Zayala. All right, y'all come over and salute the scrolls.
Y'all about show me y'all shot, bro. Yeah. Y'all about show me y'all shot, bro. Yeah.
Y'all about Shem Yahshua Yah.
Y'all about some of y'all shop right. Yeah.
All right, Zayala. Yahabah Shinyan Shabarakiyah. All right. Imagine with me stand. Say the prayers. The Paul Hagadon me face the east. We'll do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Atazaka.
Atazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Ladanano.
Ladanano.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakno.
Wasalakno.
Kabawafno.
Kabawafno.
Wasalakno.
Wasalakno.
Kabawafino.
Kabawafino.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Abayano.
Abayano.
Badasayawam.
Badasayawam.
Abor.
Abor.
Awashano.
Awashano.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kayah.
Kayah.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Ratapara.
Ratapara.
Lawalamya.
Lawalamya.
Aman.
Amen. All right, this is a prayer in English for the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. In the pod class. All right, Warren, you can put that down. Scroll. Okay, we gonna oh